Hey guys, we have a 2020 Honda Accord. What we end up doing is we're going to get ready to install the shock sensor kit to it. I'm going to go ahead and arm the factory alarm, and I'm going to show you what happens. This car is known for leaving the car in 4 bricks, breaking in, breaking your window, busting your keyhole, and taking your rims and tires. This is what happens before you get in shock sensor add-on kit install. I can bang on the window, nothing happens. I can bang on the lock, I can bang on the tires, nothing happens. I'm gonna get ready to arm this, install the shock sensor, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, the shock sensor is already installed in this vehicle. First of all, let's go over a couple things. If somebody tries to bust out the lock nut locks, which I recommend whenever you don't bank on the ones that come from Honda, try to put a couple more per tire. That would be fantastic, because the more you put, the more what they do. If you look in the bottom of the video, you'll see a socket that they put in, and they hammer it in by pressure, and then they retract the lug nut locks out. It's the only way to get it, because you won't be able to get it with a vice grip here. There's not much you can do but stick a smaller socket, hammer it in by pressure, and then retract the lug nut locks. The shock sensor will pick that up. And another thing they do, they bust out the keyhole to shut off the factory alarm, but the kit does the bypass, so they won't be able to by busting the keyhole, they won't be able to shut off the factory alarm. I'm gonna go ahead and bang on the tire first, and I'll show you that the alarm will fire off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and rearm it. Now we'll do the windows, and then the last thing I'll show you is that you can turn the key in the door, and that will not shut off the factory alarm. This is a 2020. They didn't change much on the vehicle. It's a real nice car. If it wasn't because of the rim and tire theft and the airbag theft, it would be a pretty sweet car to own. Not that you can't own it now, but you have to upgrade your factory alarm. That way that if somebody tries to jack up your rims, first of all, they don't jack up the car individually. What they do, they put 4 cinder blocks, bust out the keyhole, bust out the lug nut locks, and then remove the air out of the tires, and the car will fall evenly on the bricks. Sometimes I even seen them just use 1 brick in the center, and the car does like this number here, like this, and it will scrape the bottom of your spoiler. But a lot of times they do use 4 bricks, and that doesn't happen. All depends on who does it. I'm gonna go ahead and bang on the. Actually, I'm gonna bang on the keyhole, like if they try to break it. Okay. And the last thing I want to do is use the key to open the door. Okay. I have my assistant back away with the remote control, because if you try to, if I show you this test with the fob next to the car, it will turn off the alarm because it senses the fob. So he has to back away with the actual remote control of the car. I'm just gonna have the key right here, and if somebody tries to break this key lock, it will set off the alarm. He's gonna shut it off right away, but I'm gonna show you that the alarm will go off. Okay, so in fact, when you just turn the cylinder, that will fire off the alarm, because what happens is it turns on the interior lights inside the car, and that will fire off the alarm. So that doesn't even have to have the door open. But if that kit does not bypass that wire, like your car right now, if you happen to own one and they do bust out the keyhole, it will shut off your factory alarm. That's why that kit is crucial, to give you the shock for the tires, shock sensor protection for your tires, the glass, anywhere. Basically, it protects the whole car from bumper to bumper. And the main thing of all, which is the crucial update, is prevent somebody from busting out the keyhole and even shutting off your factory alarm altogether. The way the Honda designed it like that it shuts off the factory alarm when you turn the key in the cylinder, because in case your remote control goes bad, they don't want you to open the door and bother your neighbors until you start the car. When you start the car, the car reads your it knows that you're the owner of the vehicle, because it reads the chip inside the key, and it will shut off the factory alarm anyway. But they don't want you to bother your neighbors in that process, so they make it so when you open the door with the key, it shuts off the factory alarm. But that really doesn't do you any good, because anybody can bust out that keyhole and open your door and nothing's gonna happen. and you're gonna wake up in the morning, you're gonna see your car with no airbag and no tires, and that's not a fun thing. Our numbers are 305-298-4814. That's 305-298-4814. This installation was done here in Miami, Florida by Auto Alarm Specialists, and we thank you for watching this video.